I think I'm live right now. I have not much clue. I should have a clue. Yep, I am live. Hope everyone's doing well. It's a vertical live stream, so I don't know if it'll be good quality or not. If you're new here, say hello. I'd like to chat with you. Otherwise, I'm just hanging out, chilling. I'm refreshing some old thumbnails because I feel like some of them are outdated. I might be updating some video titles as well, but yeah, I feel like I need a more consistent face on all my thumbnails, and perhaps even fonts that will help drive a bit more engagement to the videos. I heard it helps, and I want it to be consistent anyways across all my videos. I've been on this platform for 10 years, and I feel like I needed to kind of get a small refresh. Maybe that's a little bit of a branding thing or whatnot. So here I am. I'm also trying to see the chat and talk to y'all at the same time. Let me know if the audio is not good enough. It should be okay. Currently, I'm trying to gather some photos I took of myself the other day to see if I can use them and extract them for thumbnails. How's everyone doing? Thanks for tuning in. I'm just hanging out, enjoying the evening. Probably wouldn't be on that long, but I thought I'd hang out. While I do work and stuff. So, let's see. For example, this video is one of my top viewed videos, and I would like to see if I can extract any of the video itself so that I can utilize it as a thumbnail. My intros used to be so cool. At least I think so. But my camera angles definitely could have had work done. Dang, my lighting was so good. This top part needs some work. I'm just listening to some Joji. If you guys are into Joji. I don't need to know. I just want to make sure we're all set. Where is the heel? What? How come it's not showing here? Oh, there it is. Nope. Not a threat, I promise. I promise this is not a threat. I promise. Only one name, baby. I promise. I promise this is not a threat. I promise. Only your name, baby. I just wanna. The title of this video is, does the Ultra Boost washing machine method actually work? And I'm trying to think of a clever way to put it on the thumbnail. Maybe it's, did it work? Or, yeah, maybe did it work? We'll just try that for now. Oh no, keeping them fresh. And then I need to add my face to it, which is going to be weird, but we'll do it anyways. Who knows? Hey, Shadow44, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Oh, it's always so cringy to edit your own face. Oh, bye. Ooh. I think that might be good enough, but I'll add one more thing. It's like a text thing. I want a tall text. Gunplay? No. Impact is pretty good. We'll play a bit with the spacing so it doesn't look like a meme font. Is there an auto delay? I don't know if I can fix that right now, but here we are. Sorry about that. I'm just watching my own stream to see how bad a delay is. Thanks for letting me know, though. It's pretty bad. That's weird. Okay, well, I'm not going to freeze. And I'll probably have to fix it next time around. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So interesting. Hope you're doing well. Shadow, thanks for dropping by. Just trying to get a closer look at the edit. Not sure if impact is the font I want. That's fine. We'll keep it as this. Moving on. What's everyone up to today? It's evening now, but maybe you have something to look forward to tomorrow, or if you have something to do, if it's the day for you today. Or you had something that's cool that you had done today. What shoes make you do a double take when you see them? Honestly, any shoe that I recognize, I just in my head run through an encyclopedia of like models that I see. That's kind of what I do, I guess. I think if it's truly a rare sneaker, I don't do double takes. I often just think about it in my head, like if I would rock it in public because it's expensive or it's rare or it's goated. Or sorry, not goated, grailed. But yeah, I don't typically do too much double taking. I just look at it and I'm like, that's pretty good. That's a good choice. Or if that's not a good choice. And sometimes some bad choices, you can hear it. Like, for example, on clouds, they're squeaky. And I still look at them and I'll be like, dang, if only they weren't so squeaky, it actually would be a pretty comfortable low-key shoe. But I guess that's what goes through my mind when I see shoes that I recognize. How about you? What kind of shoes make you do a double take? For me, it's shoes that I either can't afford yet or the ones that fly under the radar. Yeah, I could see that. For me, I always think about whether or not the person who has that shoe on feels comfortable about their choice of having that shoe on. That's my number one thing. I'm more into the idea of comfort and being cozy and being just relaxed than the idea of, oh, I'm going to flex on everybody. I mean, kudos to those who can flex. Pretty dope. But I think it's even cooler if you know you made the right purchase on something that you're happy with every step you take. I mean, you can do that for sneakers that are expensive, unaffordable, unattainable, but I just think that comfort is more priority. I don't know what I'm doing with this gradient overlay. It's not working. I'm just going to keep it like this. Forget it. Sometimes you just want to experiment to test things out, but keeping it simple is good as well. You know what? Okay, one more experiment. I'm just going to bring this back out from the smart object. There it is. I think this is the way to do it. Maybe like a 2-stroke. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way to go. I'm glad you see it the same way I do, Bruce. What's your favorite go-to sneaker for comfort? My go-to is the OG Pegasus Turbo. I wore them down, so I miss wearing those every day. How about you? Those are good. I think the Nike Pegasus is really interesting because it ties in both bounciness and soft cushioning. I think some iterations of it might be too soft and may potentially cause foot fatigue. And it's also very narrow on the forefoot or the ball of the feet area. But that said, if you have a narrow feet and you aren't bothered by the soft cushioning, I can totally see it being a great potential for casual wear. For me personally, it needs to be a good mix of soft and hard. It's like medium soft in terms of cushioning, so that it's good for standing long, but it's also good for walking long. Because if it's too soft, it's not good for standing long and you get foot fatigue, even though it does help you propel faster with your steps. So my favorite go-to is actually Adidas Switch Forward. It's got the perfect blend of comfort, and it gives me a boost in height, which is good for my ego, I guess, but it's just overall very comfortable and easy to match with various outfits. What else? I have so many shoes that I wear all the time. Um, the Air Max 90 video that I made, I'm not sure if you watched it. It talked about how uncomfortable it was, but after a while, once you really break it in and also have the laces as loose as possible, it's actually not too bad. It is narrow, and I wouldn't say it's great for people with bunions. It will definitely exasperate the issue. And I will also say that if you were to wear it with Gore-Tex, you do still get sweaty feet, which it's such a weird phenomenon with Gore-Tex. They advertise breathability and waterproof. It's kind of hard to have both. I mean, you might not be as stuffy as like a rubber boot, but it's also not that incredible. You still get sweaty feet. This is an older video, but we'll just make a new thumbnail for it. Might as well keep it all consistent. How do you find a 997R? I haven't given it a chance yet. Do you know what cushioning system it uses? I'm going to do this one. It's most likely just EVA foam, which is fine because I think I mentioned this in my previous videos. It's always actually about the shape of the midsole and outsole that really, I guess, gets into account of how good that cushion would actually act. For example, there's Adiprene, and that was used in the Easy 500s. Sorry if I don't know how to pronounce that. I'll never know how to pronounce that properly. But in the Easy 500s, it's flat at the bottom and it's hard. And guess what? The cushioning system does not react to the ground you're stepping on, pavement, wherever else. The only place I might expect it to react on is maybe gravel, but how often are you stepping on a lot of gravel? So even then, your cushion is not reacting with your feet, it's not reacting to the ground, it's rigid. Even though the cushioning system is good, but the shape is not good, it doesn't actually um, it doesn't actually react to the ground that you're stepping under properly. Hey, how are you? Summer is around. Can you bring some Crocs recommendations? Honestly, even during days when it's dry, I still rock the um, Croc. Oh, it's escaping me. I wear it every day. Um, Dang, what is it called? I forgot what the name is. I'm having a brain fart. It's late. Um, Damn, I have to look it up now. Echo Clogs. Echo Clogs is such a dope model. Like if you can't get the Polex or the Salenbury, I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name, um, Crocs, these Echo Clogs are so good. They're kind of aggressive looking. They're comfortable. I don't know what else to say. They're good. I especially like the elephant colorway I got. I believe it's called elephant gray. But black is good. Bone is good. Yeah. I haven't checked out any other models recently. Do you have any recommendations? I haven't checked out their stuff in a while. I'm checking them out right now. Hey, Thunder Crusher. There is definitely an audio lag. I'm very sorry about that. Um, Speaking of Crocs, I wonder what y'all's favorite gibbets are. I don't have any gibbets on my Crocs. Never really looked into it, but um, I wonder what you guys think or what you guys have on your Crocs if you have one. You only like Croc slides. Tell me about your experience with them. I haven't tried them. I think that um, Adidas slides are pretty good for me. So, yeah, I haven't really looked into what Croc slides are like. You've got food on your gibbets? What food? I can imagine like French fries. I can imagine me putting French fries and hamburger, maybe a soda. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, if they had a Cantonese pineapple bun or like a Hong Kong style pineapple bun, that would be the bomb. Um, Maybe bubble tea. Down for bubble tea as well. Okay, Thunder Crusher, you brought up a really good point. So, because of these slip-on shoes, they are a bit bigger on purpose so that it's easy to slip on. You got ample space, and they're comfortable, right? But because they are not fully secure on your foot, you can potentially trip over yourself. And that actually happens quite often. My wife has indoor Crocs, and oftentimes she would just stumble because of the way the rubber glides on the ground, and she potentially could fall. She hasn't fallen yet, which is good, but it does make you trip. So it is kind of interesting that you brought it up. It is a con in my opinion, but it's also is the caveat of buying flippy floppy shoes or shoes that aren't loose fitting. I think it just eventually happens, but I think the biggest part that causes it to make you trip is the rubber, that just is so grippy that it just rubs against the ground and you trip further. What are some top stories from the sneaker news world? I actually haven't thought about the continuing that series because I feel like I would, but I feel like I want to add a bit more to that series. Like I want to, and I can't even call it a series because I only did it once for experimentation, but I want to do more visual based news segments. So like this year we have something called the World Expo at Osaka, and it only happens every so often, and I think it's actually pretty cool what they're doing there and all the visuals that are there. I like to tell stories to you guys about what's happening there, etc. So I would totally want to do that addition to news segment. So to be honest, I haven't really looked into the news of the sneaker world as of recent. But it's interesting that you find it like something that you do want to watch, because I wasn't sure if the content was actually successful, in my opinion. Um, but yeah. Um, that said, I don't know if y'all watched the latest episodes of Black Mirror on Netflix. I did spot on the last episode one of the characters are wearing Adidas Oswegos, but in pink, which is kind of interesting. Something just caught my eye. Um, do you know of any news that might have happened recently that you think caught your eye in terms of in the world of sneakers? It's pretty bland. I'm just going through the stories right now of what's up in the sneaker world. Nothing that incredibly interesting. Um, I mean, in the automotive design world, Corvette has just shown their latest concept for their car. Sorry, Chevrolet has announced the latest concept for Corvette. Let me just bring it up. It's actually pretty insane. Oh, yes. I saw that. The Nike fully 3D printed Air Max. That was pretty cool. Very innovative. And it also helps lower the need for excess material when creating the shoe. That is pretty cool. I do wonder what it feel like. Yes. Yes, Bruce, you got it. That's the one. I'm just pulling it up right now, and it came up on my YouTube feed because I'm really into cars. Well, I would say I'm an enthusiast. I'm not like always in tune with the latest car stuff, but this Top Gear episode, like, look at that. They have this like half um, split design, like two block design, the bottom and then the top, and then they have the split windshield design, which is very similar to, I believe, their second gen or first gen Corvettes. I haven't watched a full video yet, but this design is just so stark. It's so nice. Glad to know, Bruce. Glad to know that there's sneaker enthusiasts and car enthusiasts among us. Yeah, just incredible. Those wheels. I'm glad they didn't fully like make the the tire disappear. Sometimes tires can add this aggressive look to a vehicle design. But oftentimes in recent years, a lot of automotive a lot of the automotive industry have leaned towards just making the rims really big or the wheels really big and the tires really low profile. But when you add a meaty tire, it gives this like oomph to it. It doesn't have to always be large wheels or rims. There's another car that recently came out with this kind of split design. I don't know what car it is, but you can even see the suspension through the front windshield of the car. If you know it, let me know, Bruce. But yeah, it's pretty incredible. They plan to have their another studio in America design another concept for a total of 3. That would be pretty cool. Concepts help drive interest to the brand. It's like a publicity stunt. Even if they don't make it, it helps bring eyeballs to the brand. And I also love this new Chevrolet logo that they've redesigned to be more simplistic. Which I mean, sorry, not Chevrolet, Corvette logo, which is kind of interesting. Yeah. Oh man, I wish I remember which one that was now. There was another one. Might be a McLaren concept. Yeah, maybe. McLaren W1. No. No, not this one. This is pretty cool though. This is the one where it's a 3-seater. No, oh no. This is the one with the cloth seats, which is pretty cool. I think Shmi is his name. Shmi 15150. He did a preview of this. It's kind of cool. No, what concept is it now? I think Supercar Blondie must have done a segment on it. This one, the Lotus concept. We'll just wait for this ad. So this Lotus concept is incredible. You can see the glass that swoops over the front of the headlights and over to the front windshield. It's got this like 3-part design. Got the arrow at the bottom. Then you got this like mid. I forgot what it's called. Monocoque or mono something. I don't remember the name of it, but if you look at the inside of the seats, it's all formed out of one like carbon uh, composite piece. And then they have 3 seats, one in the middle for the driver and 2 for passenger. Yeah. This Lotus concept is insane. And then this door, unreal. I think it's I think it's cool to see as a concept, but if you were to actually put it in practicality, like if you were to actually put it in the real world, it might actually have a lot of pain points of like it failing. I think it's too many moving parts, but it is pretty cool. Yeah, I love talking about car design. It's just such a fun thing to look at and to imagine what the future is like. This is why I'm also into sneakers. It's just like I think I'm always into modes of transportation, um, which is always something interesting to focus on. But yeah, you can see the suspension through here in the back. I think there's a better shot of the suspension, maybe from the front. Oh yeah, the suspension's also visible inside the car. I believe these are the shocks right here. This looks like a humpback whale nose or something. But yeah, pretty incredible. Oh yeah, there. You can see like a bit of the chassis. Lotus always does such incredible stuff. So it's really cool to see this. Anyways, it's 12:26 where I'm at a.m. So I'm going to call it here.